Good morning, hun buns. Today is the day of the week. The day of the week is Thursday. Thank you, Jesus. Lord have mercy. Half a day tomorrow, okay? Y'all, it is literally 34 degrees, okay? Listen, I think back to when I was working for Louisiana Housing Corporation and just the homeless people in times like this, because honestly, y'all, there is no real place for them to go. There's no place for them to go. Shelters are very scarce. It's just bad all around. I do know that I did see a notification from the actual library saying that they would be opening up, because believe it or not, a lot of the homeless people, they do go to the library in order to, get regular things done like we do, but also to, be out of inclement weather such as this, as well as in the summertime, because listen, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, it gets hot as Satan's toenails outside. So they are inside, Yeah, I have on my rich auntie fur today. Listen, play with your mammy. I'm not playing today. It's cold. Yesterday I did not put a coat on, but I definitely needed one on. So let's talk about it. One of my favorite rappers is none other than Mr. Kevin Gates, okay? And when I was down to the YouTube, okay, the other day, I saw Club Shay Shay. Listen, I kind of I don't feel as bad about Club Shay Shay as I do about Cam. Listen, Cam is a whole nother wildebeest, but I feel like they kind of teeter-totter on the same type of. I just felt like in watching a video, I'm gonna do an individual review, but just speaking, was it a good interview? It's a good interview because Gates is my Aquarius twin, and not actual same birthday, but he's an Aquarian, and we are characters, okay? I will say this, okay? Shannon did not know what the hell he was getting himself into, okay? Kind of sort of like Cam with Natalie Nunn. I know that you all have people who do research for you, but it's kind of like with God, you got to know him for yourself. So I feel like these interviewers are people who choose to do interviews. That's why a lot of people are kind of down on like per se doing podcasts and stuff like that, because I feel like y'all bring these people on here, yeah, you might know a little bit about them, and I don't expect them to be hella fans of a person. I understand that it's an industry and you all are going off of popularity, you're going off of who's making noise in the street at that time, so of course you would pick a aka Kevin Gates to come on. Listen, because what he gonna do is give you a show, whether that be down to a concert or whether that be down to a podcast. Kevin is gone Kevin, okay? And I love him for that, okay? I do love Kevin for Kevin, because listen, like I said, I'm a fellow Aquarian, and we different type of people, okay? And we are take it or leave it. You already know his song, Judge, you know what, DA, you know what, I miss him, I love him. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I was about to bag, but somebody was behind me. Yeah, I just want my shrimp and grits in peace. You see what I'm saying? Just down to the piece. I'm going to Simply Joe's. It's off of Government, down to the Government. So I'm going to Simply Joe's, not the crime scene people here. Yeah, I'm going to the Simply Joe's so I can get me my shrimp and grits. But the Kevin Gates interview, y'all have to start doing y'all due diligence when it comes to just learning who these people are, because I feel like it was so repetitive. It was about weight loss. And yes, you know, Kevin did lose a lot of weight. Substantial. When I say substantial, he did. He lost like a midget, literally 100 pounds. But I mean, it was more to it. Like, bro, I was expecting, you got any new music coming out, when you going back on tour? It was lackluster to me, you know. But Kevin, I will insert some clips. You know, Kevin, okay? And guess what you gonna do? Listen. And because Kevin that man is, listen. With an Aquarian is 3 of my favorite Aquarians. So I'm gonna say me, Kevin, and my little nephew Jamal. Cause my friend, listen, when she say, I be like, you want to spark this out of this man. So y'all, when I leave work today, I am going down to the nail shop because birthday coming up. So I'm changing my nail color right now. My nails are pink. I'm going to the purple because that is my birthstone. And that's the aesthetic I'm going for this year. Yeah, they long. I just don't know which purple I'm gonna use. Y'all know purple. Listen, it's always purple. But yeah, I just start doing your research on these people, because I feel like y'all just bring them on the podcast. And because if he asked Kevin about weight loss one more time, and Kevin was gonna keep telling him, listen, because I eat booty. All right, I'm gonna try to show y'all my food when I come back. But yeah, hold on. So it did take longer than I anticipated. But I got my stuff. So, Sarah, you know. But yeah, like I was saying about the whole Kevin Gates situation, I want these podcasters to start doing, like, you know, because the repetitive, you know, yes, he did lose weight. Is losing 100 pounds, especially when you hear somebody say they lost 100 pounds like the natural way. You know, you have to have a certain type of drive and a certain type of motivation in order to be, you know, that locked in. Absolutely. And the other thing was like, sir, why are you so obsessed? Because if he said Ozempic one more time, but Kevin Gates is so retarded. Kevin says, Kevin was like, nah, bro, I ain't about to do that so I can have that little bitty body with that big old head. Why does Ozempic do that? Because I've known a few people who have dabbled with the whole Ozempic thing, and the head do be big and the body do be small. So, but overall, it was a good interview. We made the best out of it. I mean, it's Kevin. How you doing, baby? Let's see if I can show y'all my shrimp and grits. You see that? Yeah. Simply Joe's down to the government. I finally saw the man who put his foot sideways in mine. And apparently, listen, I'm always trying something new. So, they have 2 different coffees. They have, y'all know I'm an iced coffee lover because of my drive-through debacles. I had some iced coffee earlier this morning, but I was just like, it's one of them days and I know that I'm gonna need that extra zhuzh. So I asked them, they had iced coffee and they also had what is the other one? It was iced coffee and they also had it's called Mojo. So the Mojo coffee, he was like, it's crazy because I just made you one. I mean, not made me one specifically, but he was like, it's crazy because I made an extra one. So I'm going to try the Mojo coffee and tell y'all. He was like, I think he said it was like Vietnamese coffee. It's a little bit sweeter. We about to see. But yes, on my way down to the job, there. It's 33 degrees. It's like the closer I get downtown, the closer it gets, the colder it gets. But yeah, last night was last night. I didn't do anything after I left work. Did I? No. I went and got a pizza, and my kids was at the house. But other than that, nothing happened. And it's so funny, y'all. I think it is hilarious because, like, you know, Lovely, that's the dog. Lovely, because for some reason, y'all get my dog and my child mixed up. And people ask me about Lovely. I'm like, that is not my child. That is my dog. That's my child. But that's my dog child. That's not my child. So, they, it's, that dog is literally, she's a human. Like, bruh. That lady's a whole human. I call her a Caucasian lady because what she will do, she gonna peek. Okay, so those who know, I'll insert a picture of Lovely. But she is half white, half black. So I always tell her she my little Blasian baby. Okay, but when it's time, well, in the morning time she'll do it sometimes, but like definitely like at nighttime. If she know, like, if I'm leaving out the house and I'm going to my friend's house, she'll hit that corner like, now where you not grown, you know? I think she thinks that I'm not grown. But I pay the bills, okay? And I pay for her snacks. So please leave me be, woman, okay? But, yeah. Lovely be lovely, you know? You gotta love it. Beep beep. Toot toot beep beep. Alright, pulling up to the job. Raw taste of Jamaica. Yeah, I'm not I do not like Jamaican food like that. I don't know why, but I just do not. Well, looks like I got here before everybody else. Go ahead. Back this thing up like juvenile, but yeah. Listen, y'all, and I hit my car yesterday. Jesus! Listen, I did hit my car yesterday. And that's crazy work. Like, me and my sister-in-law were just talking about getting our cars, I'm gonna have to blur that out. We were just talking about getting our cars wrapped, and then I, bam, hit my car. We were just talking about getting our cars wrapped, and boom, I'm gonna need to get it wrapped. I'm gonna have to get that repaired first before I can get it wrapped, though. You know, crazy work, but it is what it is. I was calling myself trying to drive, yeah, and guess what? Drove my special self. Drove my special self into the side of our gate, but made it to work. About to be great. You all have a great day, and I will come back with the Kevin Gates, because listen, I'm gonna rewatch it so I can get some additional. But yeah, and then let me tell you about these people who in the front of us. So I noticed that since I started working here, like, I decorate. Y'all know I decorate. This is a side note. Y'all know I decorate. So before, they wouldn't even put like wreaths and stuff on their door. Now they putting wreaths on their door. Don't try to out decorate me. So I've decorated for Valentine's Day, and I'm probably not gonna be here for I'm not gonna be here for because it's my birthday. So Mardi Gras will not go up. You know, Valentine's Day will be up until it's time for it to come down, and then I figure out what's next. Okay.
And then tomorrow, have a good day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's hair Very good, honey. This got dark.